I do want to share what the Wow Warrior Award is. The Wow Warrior Award came to be about 3 years ago, and it was developed to run alongside with Women's History Month. My thought was that, wow, we tend to highlight all the trailblazers that have gone before us, but a lot of times they are deceased. It's very hard for a woman who is trying to stand up and stand out and feel powerful and follow a great example when they're no longer here. And so my thought was, why aren't we honoring women who are crushing it right now, who are really doing the thing to get the thing, and who are standing up and standing out as that unrepeatable miracle? They know themselves, they know their worth, they're not requiring external validation for their self-worth. They know they have value in this world. And so that is actually what was sort of the thing that started the Wow Warrior platform, to explain wow. The word wow actually has two meanings in my world. It originally starts within the Stop Self-Bullying movement that I have been leading, which is war on words warrior, because we are always in the fight with these words that circulate in our head, many times leading into the negative. And so we want to always focus on working to manage those words in our head, because our words create our world. And as it evolved into the Wow Warrior platform, Wow, it stands for Woman of Worth. That Woman of Worth has actually managed to, most of the time, no one is perfect, but most of the time, manage that narrative up there. And they've also are secure in the knowledge that they are here to uplift and inspire other women to excel as much as they are excelling as themselves and being purpose driven themselves. This woman that you guys are going to see, each one of them has been through a lot of challenges, heartaches, tests, temporary defeats, so much more. And it isn't that they haven't been through some stuff, as I like to say. It's been that they've been through this stuff and they've risen like the powerful warrior that they are. And this is where I always like to say, I learned this from a speaker right before this all came to be, was that she asked the audience, do you know the difference between a soldier and a warrior? And I was like, I never thought about it. But a soldier is taught to fight and a warrior is born to fight. And that's how I knew that that word was, and I had already had that word attached to wow, but it took on a bigger meaning, because that language that we fight sometimes in our own head and sometimes that other people try to put on us externally, is that wow warrior understands that they have a choice in what goes on up here, but they are always in that fight for their worth. They know their worth. They are not confused about it at all. They know their value, and they navigate those self-bullying tendencies like a champion. The other thing that you will find about a wow warrior is that she has surrounded herself with others who will call them on it when she slips, as we will, because we are not perfect. But they have curated a network of powerful women who will say, what did you say about yourself? They will call you to the carpet for it. And they surround themselves with the strong women like you're going to see today. This is one of the reasons why I said, please connect with these women. They are far into that journey and they are able to have that hand to say, hey, wait, you know what? Let's talk about this. You need to know you control that narrative up here, but they'll call you on it. They'll be your best cheerleaders. Everyone in here is a cheerleader for one another. I've been watching it throughout the entire year. And as you listen to these 2024 honorees today, you're going to see a very common thread with these women. They're going to have all of these characteristics that I just talked about, and always there to uplift and inspire. And they know that that's part of why they're here, that that's part of their gift as a wow warrior. So without further ado, we are going to see a short video of all of the honorees. And as I said, not all of them were able to be here today. After that, we're going to bring our speakers up to the stage. So. The first person that I am going to introduce is Wendy Barr. Wendy is a brand visionary with more than 20 years of experience in branding and marketing. But I will tell you personally, Wendy is so much more than that. She is a ray of sunshine and she is truly a beacon of light. And when you are in her presence, you cannot do anything but smile. So, I want to welcome Wendy Barr to the stage. And I know she has a very busy day today. So, Wendy, thank you so much for being here
No
today.
problem. I'm so
Inspire us.
happy to be here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I'm speaking at another event today, and so I am like hidden in this corner in this venue with the TV tray. And yes, so we make it work, right? Because Sherri is magnificent, and I'm incredibly honored to be here. And I look around this room and I'm in awe. I mean, what an amazing group of women, right? Like every single one of you is gifted and unique and also keeping a secret. Now, this is a secret you are actually born to share, right? Something so intrinsic that you don't even know where it came from. Well, guess what? That's your brand. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to share my screen and let's just make sure. Uh-oh, sharing is not turned on. Maybe if you tickle sharing a little.
You're gonna share the screen
Okay,
now.
I got it. Okay, so can you see my screen? Yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, let me see if I can go into, how's that? There we go. Now we're talking. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Wendy Barr. And yes, I have been doing this a long time. I have a master's degree in branding and design. And yes, I have worked with many big companies. And I really just wanted to grab all that knowledge from all of these companies that I've worked with and help entrepreneurs get further faster. I believe in diversity, equality, and freedom of speech. Um, I love dogs and the beach and rock and roll and art and so many things. I love so many things. And now I've been using AI in my business for many years now. And my goal was to figure out how little entrepreneurs like you and I could get further faster. And the answer to that, well, the short answer is branding. And what else? ChatGPT, of course. Yes, ChatGPT can help you get further faster, right? But if you're working with ChatGPT, you need to make sure that you know who you are as a brand. And then you have to teach ChatGPT how to speak in your brand voice, your brand tone, how to tap into your unique distinctions. So let's get started with branding. Let's figure that piece out first. So, what is branding anyway? Right? Well, branding is a perception. It lives and breathes in the mind of your public. So, whatever people are thinking and saying about your brand, that actually is your brand. So, today I want to take you through 3 action steps to help you really dial in your branding. Right? We're going to talk about how to develop a distinct brand voice that speaks to who you are on the inside, and how to connect with your dream client on an emotional level, and how to access your super secret sassy inner unicorn. Can you say that 3 times really fast? Well, that's your unique ability. So, tip number 1, I know I only have a few minutes, so I'm kind of going to rush through this, but don't worry, I'll make myself available to talk to any of you after this. So, let's talk about the recipe. So, Yes, I created a recipe. And yeah, I never cook with a recipe. So what this is funny. You take your distinct personality, right? Now that's your secret. That's what I was talking about at the beginning. And you add in your love language. Now, these are words and phrases that you use often in conversation. They're unique to you. And that equals your unique brand voice. And yes, we can go much deeper than that. But if you cover that, you are being authentic in your branding. And your tip number two is to define your dream client, right? Remember, your ideal client is on a journey, and it's your job to make sure that you understand where they're going, where they've been, and how to get them where they're going. And then tip number three is your unique ability. This is your inner unicorn. And I want you to go deep here. Really think about who you are on the inside. What makes you unique? Why would somebody work with you and not your competition? What is it exactly about you? And just dial in a few of your ideal clients and ask yourself about clients that you've worked with in the past. What did they say about you? Like, what did they love about you? And what did you love about them? Because that's going to help you figure out who your target market is. These are people that respected you and knew what you were good at, right? That they really got you and they were over the moon. You'd give them a little teeny bit of knowledge and they were over the moon, like you are brilliant. Those are your unique distinctions. Listen, here's the thing. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. AI is already out there and it's soaring to magnificent heights. So you have to just get in there and try it, right? Dip your toe in the water, maybe try a special use case for your own business and figure out how you can get further faster using AI. But before you do anything, before you splatter your message all over the internet with ChatGPT generated information. Make sure that you teach her. I think it's a female, right? Don't you think? Because she likes to chat. Mine is Chatty Cathy. I don't know about yours, but make sure that your Chatty Cathy understands who you are as a brand, who you are on the inside, who you're speaking to, and what your unique ability is. So I created a cheat sheet for you to help you get started. 10 steps to activate your AI brand. You can, I'll pop the links in the chat, but you can also scan the code. And this will just get you started, just things that you probably didn't think about. And oops, I'm sorry. Let me give you a minute to grab that. I have two gifts, and I just want to, I'm so excited. I want to give you everything. So scan this code, and that'll get you your 10 steps to activate your AI brand. And then this is your Profit Booster AI impact assessment. If you're ready to have a conversation about your brand, talk about the impact you're making out there in the world, figure out how you can dial it in. This is yours free. This is the $497 value because we're actually going to talk one on one, right? We're going to bond on that emotional level. So you can scan this as well and get on my calendar, and we'll have a conversation about who you are as a brand. Listen, there is no one like you in the world, okay? So even if your business has competitors, the super secret, sassy inner unicorn is always you. It's always going to be you. So all I can ask you to do today is get out there, shake hands, kiss babies, right? And be your brand. They're waiting for you. So, oops, where's my, oh, there it is. There's my little mouse. I am going to stop sharing. And I tried to finish up kind of quick so that if you had any questions, I could answer questions.
Oh, Wendy, I absolutely love you so much.
I love you too,
She is a
Sherri, and I'm
unicorn too.
honored.
That's the thing. You're not just talking about our inner unicorn. You are a unicorn. And you are
Aw,
so unique. And I appreciate you so much. One thing you didn't talk about that I would really like for you to share is you do have a community. Could you just spend a minute and just share about that community that you have? Because I'm part of that
absolutely. Are you talking about Women's Business Link?
community.
Yes. So I know that's because I couldn't see my notes, and so I have, you know, old brain. And yeah, I forgot to even say that in the beginning, but I am the CEO and founder of the Women's Business Link. I started the Women's Business Link back in 2003. Yeah, 21 years ago. I was like five, right? And it's grown into this wonderful online community. So we have a Facebook group you can join, Women's Business Link Facebook group. It's not Women's Business Link of London because I don't have an accent. But it's Women's Business Link Facebook group, and then we network once a month on the third Monday of every month virtually. And if you want to join us, I'm telling you, Sherri is a member also, and we just attract these amazing women, each of them unique in their own way. So I would invite you to join us, and I'll put that link in the chat as well.
It is a really wonderful community, and I have met the reason I brought it up is because I've met some just absolutely amazing human beings from all over the world. They're like not just, in the US or Canada, all over the world. It is very much a global community and is just a really wonderful example of an
Aw.
assembly of wow warriors. So I want to thank you for that part of what you do, Wendy. But also there's another quality that you have that I just want to acknowledge before we move forward. And that's actually that you are very much a giver and you give so much. You
Hmm.
over deliver more than any person I think I've seen in the past 12 months when
Hmm.
you share with somebody. So you are there to help them. You're the epitome of that characteristic of a wow warrior that is there to inspire, uplift, and gives. And so I just want to say thank you and acknowledge you for that.
Hmm. Thank you, Sherri. And yeah, like recognizes like, right? Because you are that same exact human. And, age gives us grace, and we get to choose who we get to hang out with and who we are inspired by and who we impact. And I love being part of your community. Thank you so much. I
Oh, thank you
appreciate
so
you.
much, Wendy. Such a delight to have you as part of the 2024 honorees. I
Mhm.
appreciate you. Thank you for sharing. I know it's a busy day for you. I hope you have a blessed encounter in your next speaking engagement that's coming up here in a little bit. So
Thank
thank you for
you.